Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up, AW Lights? What's up, AW here? Aaron will order presenting Lane of SmackDown Wrestling and Sports Channel. Welcome to this Monday, November 6th, 2023. 2 days after Crown Jewel. WWE's Crown Jewel. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, or this evening. Particularly, we're going to go over Crown Jewel, review Crown Jewel match by match. Overall thoughts, potential futures, the outcomes of Crown Jewel. We'll talk about, let's see what else in my description below. A Wrestling Weekly Review. The controversy with Ric Flair and signing a deal with AEW, the controversy around Ric Flair. We're going to talk about Randy Orton. Is he most likely coming back? Is the signs are pointing towards him returning to WWE? Returning from injury? WWE very heavily interested in Will Ospreay, and it appears there have been some talks of whether he actually has been talking, potentially with WWE representatives or whoever does the talking for WWE when it comes to talent that's not signed with the company. TKO. We're gonna talk Roman Reigns a little bit. Is Roman Reigns? The thing with Roman Reigns when we're talking about is it time for Roman Reigns to, is it getting boring? Is it with Roman Reigns? Is it getting to a point where like people just don't care anymore because he hasn't been on TV anymore that often, and when he wrestles, he doesn't win clean. He always has help when he wins. Right? There's always something goes on to keep him from losing the title he holds. When there's interference, whatever. Like, are we getting tired? Are we getting tired of Roman Reigns? We're going to talk about that. Is Roman Reigns boring? Is it getting boring just because we haven't seen on TV this much this year? Is it time? Are we getting to a point where we need to see that the title that he's holding to be on somebody who's going to be more frequently on television? Okay, we'll talk about all of that. So, I guess we'll get on with it. So before we get on with this, like, share, subscribe, comment below, and Anthony, we'll talk. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys. Let's do it. Let's talk. We're gonna try to end this before Raw tonight. The first show after Crown Jewel, and we're only about a little bit less than 3 weeks away from Survivor Series War Games. It's gonna take place in Chicago. Yeah. The CM Punk is not coming back. Whoever reported that yesterday, CM Punk was coming back at War Games, is actually not that person who reported it is a no liar, no scammer, no grifter who said that. And the legit wrestling news media journalists that have actual sources, I know for a fact they do, said it's not true at all. And actually, one of their sources came from Punk's camp, and it's from Punk's camp. It says it's not true at all. Obviously, they'd be lying and say downplaying it, obviously, but I kind of believe them. I don't think Punk's coming back for Survivor Series. If he is, I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll take the L, and I think a lot of people will take the L. Okay, all right, but I'm not going to talk about Punk here. It's not really much to talk about. He's not coming back. WWE. Okay. So, let's get on with it. Crown Jewel, guys. Let's talk Crown Jewel. I kept the pictures from the match pictures from Crown Jewel up. I did not delete them. I got them right here, Crown Jewel. And we're going to talk Crown Jewel. Now, we do it match by match in order from the beginning of the card to the end of the card. And when we get to certain points of the show that I find interesting, we'll talk about in a little greater detail. Okay? A little bit greater detail. And of course, if you want to join, feel free to join. If I send you a DM, if I send them a link in the DM group to join, feel free to join and talk wrestling. If you're new or somebody I know that's not in the DM group and you want to join and talk wrestling, just tell me here in comments. And if you have a Twitter account, I'll DM you. Okay, let's get on with it. So the first match of the night is the pre-show match. Sami Zayn versus Jordan Devlin. Or JD McDonough. Jordan Devlin used to be his name, but they changed it to JD McDonough. And JD McDonough has been trying to get on the good side of Judgment Day, doing everything, being their Virgil, being their Virgil of the group, doing whatever it takes to help make sure Judgment Day wins, whatever, and they're staying on the good side so they officially could join the faction. Right. And of course, Sami Zayn made his mission on Raw, last week's Raw, last Monday, that he's going to make sure to end the Judgment Day once and for all. Okay? Make sure. Okay? So this match kicked off the show. And thank you everybody who subscribed, liked. So, look, this match is a pretty good opening match. It was a solid opening match. JD McDonough, they both had a pretty solid opening pre-show match. This match was not on the main card. It was a pre-show match. Okay? And this match was pretty good. This match was not bad at all. I thought they showcased their talent very well, Sami and JD McDonough. There's not much to talk about. This is just something where Sami Zayn got the win here as I predicted, and this is something for him to continue his story where he's going to make sure that he's going to do whatever it takes to take down Judgment Day, and JD McDonough is aligning himself with Judgment Day or trying to get on Judgment Day's good side, trying to join the group, and so it makes sense for him to take down JD McDonough. Okay? All right, let's get to the main card. And you know what? The main card kicked off with the WWE Championship match. Let me get the card up. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre kicked off Crown Jewel. And I like the idea of them kicking off Crown Jewel. I like the idea of maybe one of the title matches kicking off the show and one of the title matches ending the show. I think that gets the crowd into it more than having both of the main titles near the end of the show. The main title match should always be the end of the show, but not both of the main titles should not be at the end of the show or one after another. I think they should start at the beginning, should start off or the end. And this is a good show. This is a good way to start off the show because Seth Rollins anytime you see Seth Rollins in the ring, you know you're going to get a good match. Whoever he faces in the ring, whether it's a Drew McIntyre who's all power and all that, or it's rather like Shinsuke who's more of a technician but more of a striker, or whether it's somebody who's more of a technician in the ring or a ground technician. Seth Rollins knows how to adapt to all those different styles of wrestling from his opponents, and he can make anybody look good depending on how your opponent's the style of wrestling. Seth Rollins can make anyone look good, one of the best. And this match showed it. This match was good. This match was really, really good. Kickoff match. You could see like Drew the first time there's a belief like you could see Seth Rollins losing a title. Like Drew is the type of guy Drew is someone you believe that could win the title, right? But the story going into this match, from my perspective, the reason I picked Seth because the story going to this match is, this is leading to Drew losing. Okay, it's just Drew's frustrations. Okay, so that's why I picked Drew to lose and Seth to retain. But this match was actually pretty good. Lot of stuff going around this match. You got some pedigrees. You got some future shock DDTs. Drew's kind of playing heel. Obviously, he wasn't a heel, but I guess he's a face. But there's some heel characteristics coming out of Drew, showing some more of a vicious side of him than he once was as a heel. Right? You got the couple curb stomps. Great Falcon Arrow sets. But in the end, Seth Rollins wins with the curb stomp and retains the title over Drew. Good solid opening match. I like this opening match. You heard Damian Priest's music hits. Damian Priest wants to cash in, right? Wants to cash in. So he goes around to the ring. I'm going to put my camera on. Sorry, I muted myself for a second. Goes around the ring to the bell, to the bellman, whatever, I forget what it's called. Brings the referee. Tells he wants to cash in his title on a Seth Rollins, winning Seth Rollins, but a very beaten Seth Rollins in terms of wrestling. Right, he's very tired, all beaten. So Damian Priest wants to take advantage of that. He wants to cash in his money in the bank on the down and beaten, tired, fatigued Seth Rollins. But out of the crowd. Some of the black shredder in the hood comes out, attacks Damian Priest, takes the money in the back briefcase. Once in the crowd with it, is revealed to be Sami Zayn. Remember, he's on his mission, like I said 5 minutes ago, it was a mission to bring down Judgment Day. So he steals the money in the bank briefcase and makes sure that Damian doesn't cash it in because he does not want Judgment Day to have power. And if Judgment Day has the title in their faction, they have the ultimate power, and Sami Zayn is making sure that doesn't happen. So he steals it, and Damian Priest chases him out of the arena. Pretty fun. And Damian Priest has a match later that night, right, with Cody. All right. Second match of the night was the wall match, the five-pack challenge match. Rhea Ripley defends her title against Raquel Rodriguez, Cena Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Nia Jax. This match was a little chaotic as expected. It was all over the place. And that's not because it was disorganized, right? The reason why it was chaotic and disorganized is because of 5 women in the ring. I would say it's actually it was men. all in the ring all at the same time, going at each other. Not a bad match overall. I'll say this. I'll tell you, there's no small woman in this match. There's no like Liv Morgan or whatever. They're all pretty big women, like strong ass women and big. Like some of these women could probably beat up some men. I got Rhea Ripley winning here, right? And Rhea Ripley did win here, obviously. The finish, I was like, I did not like the finish at first to the match. Because the way the finish was, right? Shane Baszler was down out on the mat, right? Okay. Rhea Ripley was on a turnbuckle, sitting on a turnbuckle, and had put Zoe Stark into the riptide position, right? Well, Carl Rodriguez saw down and out Shane Baszler and saw that so Rhea Ripley had Zoe Stark in the riptide on the turnbuckle. So Raquel Rodriguez goes and pins Shayna Baszler to try to get the 3 count before Rhea Ripley lands the riptide on Zoe Stark. But when Raquel Rodriguez does it, she jumps off with Zoe Stark and hits the riptide, hitting the back of Raquel Rodriguez, and Shayna Baszler gets the worst of it. Raquel Rodriguez falls, Zoe Stark falls, and Rhea Ripley gets the 3. Okay, gets the 3 count. I did not like that at first. Okay, because I thought like, why would you pin her? Just you know what you do? Make sure she doesn't hit. Why would you pin Shayna Baszler? Why didn't you just stop Rhea Ripley from hitting the riptide on Zoe Stark? Knock them both off the turnbuckle, then go for the pin or something. Why would you go for the pin? You think you could catch an easy win there? But I'm like, you know what? It's actually pretty smart. Maybe they get it was actually pretty smart on Raquel Rodriguez's part. I did not like at first. But Rhea Ripley in the end retains the Raw Women's title. Or not the Raw Women's title, but the Women's Championship on Raw. And on Raw they're gonna have a match to determine a new number 1 contender for that belt for Rhea Ripley's next challenger. Okay, third match was John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. And now this match is going in. Is John Cena done? Is he done wrestling? Doesn't have it anymore. And this match is actually pretty decent for Cena, for a guy who hasn't wrestled a lot. Obviously, he actually got permission from SAG to wrestle. He made an interview. And this is a match to see if he still has it. That's his case. Unfortunately, I actually picked Cena to win. I thought Cena would win here. And the question is this Cena's last match ever wrestling? Is he done? Is this his last match ever wrestling? Is he going to retire after this? Because he did lose Solo. Solo hit him with a couple Samoan spikes. And then when the down and out unconscious Cena, he made sure to pick up his head. And someone will spike him 2 or 3 times again to finish him off, get him 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa gets a big win over John Cena, big for his career. It moves him up, right? Shows they're high on Solo, I guess. It shows that he's legit, more credibility to him as a threat in the future. John Cena, the crowd gives him a standing ovation, like alluding to this might be his last match ever. Now, here's the thing. Me personally, I don't think it's his last match. I don't think he's done wrestling. I think it's just him, him taking another break. Because I think it's just him. He can't end his career like this. Or have his last match like this. I think it's just him taking a break, and he'll come back. And probably around WrestleMania season, and that might be where he gets his confidence back, his win back. I don't think this is the last of Cena wrestling. I personally do not think so. I mean, SAG did not reach a deal with the studios. They rejected the deal. So maybe he has more weeks. Maybe they can add on some weeks to him. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. He can add some weeks to his schedule. Maybe for Survivor Series. Chicago is a big event. But I think hold him off until one more WrestleMania season. I'm not losing like this, man. Maybe I'm not losing like this. I'm not going. If I'm gonna end my career, I'm not going out like this. I'm not going out where I'm my lowest in my confidence, where I'm lowest in my career. I'm not going out like this. If I'm gonna retire wrestling, have my last match ever, I'm gonna go full of confidence. And I can't end up like this. I think Cena's coming back for another wrestling match. And I think it'll be WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia, the 40th WrestleMania, 40 years since 1985 was the first WrestleMania Madison Square Garden. It'll be 40 years, 2024. Well, yeah, and WrestleMania 4. I think they want for WrestleMania 24. Remember, we're getting to this time of year in the wrestling season where WrestleMania rumors start picking up. Start heating up. Once we get to January, the heat really picks up and becomes more of a smoke to a fire. When we get to January, it's more right. That smoke really does become legit fire when we get to January, real fire. All right. So we got the fifth match. Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States title match. Good match overall. Dumbass ending. Bad ending. Stupid ending. One of the worst endings I've seen for a pay-per-view or for any match. And I'm going to blame Santos Escobar for that ending because what a dumbass move he made in this match, costing Rey Mysterio to win. And look, I picked Logan Paul. Everybody picked Logan Paul. Most majority of people picked Logan Paul. Logan Paul did win. Okay? But the ending, I'll describe the ending perfectly, right? So Logan Paul has his boy with brass knuckles, right? Logan Paul was going to cheat and knock out Rey with brass knuckles, right? Right? Outside the ring. So what happened was Rey Mysterio hit Logan Paul very hard. The brass knuckle so hard that the brass knuckles flew off Logan Paul's hand out of the ring. So his boy goes to retrieve the brass knuckles, trying to outside the ring. But out of the audience, Santos Escobar comes up with the brass knuckles, right? Holds the brass knuckles. Holds up the brass knuckles like this. It's like, oh, you want this? Pretend he's converts my brass knuckles. And pretend this table in front of me. Pretend this table in front of me is the ring, okay? Right? This table in front of me, I have a table right here. You can't really see it, but there's a table right here. Pretend this table is the ring, and this is the brass knuckles. And say there's somebody else there who's trying to get the brass knuckles to help his friend cheat. Look at my eyes. Look, I'm role playing here. Look at my eyes. Oh, you want this, right? You want this. No. You're not going to win this way. Then what happens is that guy starts to chase that guy. As you're chasing him, he puts the brass knuckles in the ring. I'm winning like this. Like that. Puts the brass knuckles in the ring. Santos Escobar, while he was chasing that guy, Logan Paul's buddy, goes like was running. While he starts running, he puts the brass knuckles on the side of the ring, in the ring. And so what happens is Mysterio does a move to the ropes where Logan Paul hangs on the bottom ropes. He sees the brass knuckles, puts it on. Rey Mysterio hits the 619, goes for a splash or whatever, but Logan Paul manages to knock him out with the brass knuckles, get to 1, 2, 3, and win the United States title. So Santos Escobar cost Rey Mysterio the win because he was so dumb, not realizing that he actually had to put the brass knuckles in the ring. Cost LWO mate, stablemate the match. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. I know, I'm sorry. You know what? Clip that out. Okay? That's how bad it was. Okay? Next, you got Io Sky versus Kairi Sane, not Kairi Sane. Oh, shit. I spoiled it. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, right? Io Sky is the champion, Bianca Belair is the women's champion, okay? No, the challenger. My God, I'm such an idiot. I made a mistake. The Smash was not as good as the WrestleMania Backlash match. There was a lot of stuff. Bailey was there. Dakota Kai was not there in Io Sky's quarter. Bailey was getting involved for this match to finish this match, right? Bailey was getting involved. Bianca Belair had enough of Bailey. She was going to KOD Bailey through the announce table, but all of a sudden, someone comes up to the crowd, attacks Bianca Belair, and it reveals to be the returning Kairi Sane, as you see in my thumbnail. Kairi Sane, remember, a couple months ago, she signed with WWE and she finished up her obligations, her last few matches, whatever company she was with, and then she come back to WWE in November. And so it's November, and here she is. She comes back to help Io Sky retain the women's title on SmackDown over Bianca Belair to the shocking face of Bailey. Like, she did not know this was going to happen. Like, surprised that this happened with Kairi Sane helping Io Sky win. She was surprised, like, didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, make it out like she shocked herself, like fans. So after the match, Io Sky and Kairi Sane beat up Bianca Belair. Io Sky hits the moonsault again, and Kairi Sane hits the elbow, her elbow, insane elbow, I think it's called, and they celebrate together. And Kairi Sane is but she's back with a friend, Io Sky. They post together, and to the dismay of Bianca Belair was the victim, obviously. And now we got all three Japanese women on the main roster. It's true, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Asuka on the main roster. As you know, Kairi Sane formerly was in WWE about 3 years ago, but she left and went back to Japan during the middle of the pandemic. She was part of Kabuki Warriors with Asuka, as you remember. Now, what is this the future? What is the future of this tandem between Io Sky and Kairi Sane? What does this mean? Well, I have my theories. I have my beliefs. It's really early. We won't know what is going on until SmackDown. My belief is they might turn Bailey babyface. I don't know. And something's gonna go on with Damage Control. I think all three Japanese women on the SmackDown roster, are gonna form a faction. I think Io Sky is gonna turn her back on Damage Control. Making Bailey and Major Dakota Kai faces, and Asuka is going to join Io Sky and Kairi Sane, and they're going to form a female Japanese faction together. I think this is going to happen, and they're going to be the top faction of SmackDown. Okay? That's just going to happen. I think this is a way to turn babyface heel. You got to remember, Bailey. I know this 3 years ago. Bailey and Sasha were kind of Bailey. Remember, Bailey is kind of the one that took out Kairi Sane, and Kairi Sane left for Japan after. Remember that. I think they might use that part of whoever's going with whatever story they're going to tell Io and Kairi Sane. Kairi and Io kind of worked together a little bit of NXT for a little bit in 2019 before Kairi got caught up and formed the Kabuki Warriors with Asuka, and remember Paige was their mouthpiece, their manager. And they turned heel and they turned on Paige. Yeah, if you remember that. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to have Asuka eventually join. I think it's going to be like a Japanese trio. Kairi, Io Sky, and Asuka. I think this is going to happen. Now, there's no reports on plans, what the plans are with this duel. Maybe we'll find out more as SmackDown, as we get to SmackDown. When that arrives, with SmackDown's on Tuesday, on Friday almost. But I don't know. Okay. Okay. The fifth match was Cody versus Damian Priest. Saw the match. Makes sense for it to go in second last before the main event. I thought this match was good. Obviously, Judgment Day tried to get involved. Jey Uso made sure Judgment Day would not get involved. Obviously, Damian Priest did not have his Money in the Bank briefcase with him because Sami Zayn stole it earlier in the show. So Cody, there's no way Cody did not lose. Was not going to lose this match. Cody gets the win here. This does hurt Damian Priest, even though he doesn't have the Money in the Bank case with him. He's still the Money in the Bank technically official holder. But I think he needs that to cash in. Sami Zayn is not the legal holder of that briefcase. But it's a solid match. Cody gets the win. And then we get the main event time. Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. And this match is a pretty good main event. Look, LA Knight was not going to win here. But this did not a favor for sure LA Knight in a good way. I was worried about this match. How are they gonna make sure LA Knight goes over strong, so he doesn't lose his aura with the crowd, his fanfare with the crowd. And I think this match definitely showed and kept LA Knight, and maybe even elevated him to another level. That to show him, yeah, the crowd is into him, but this match showed that this guy could be a future main event player in WWE one day. And this match clearly showed he hung with the Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, right? So I think it shows that, yeah, because he kicked out a spear, Superman punch, spear, gave some damage to Roman Reigns. Could have had Roman Reigns beaten, right? He hit his finishing move, but Jimmy Uso perched his foot on the rope, Roman's foot on the rope. LA Knight does not like that. LA Knight does not like that at all. Goes to take out Jimmy Uso, push him through the announce table. But unfortunately, I don't know where Roman Reigns spears him through the barricade. It's been overdone spot lately. And then pushes him back in the ring, spears him, finishes off LA Knight with the spear. Spears him 3 times in the match, and Roman Reigns retains. But this is a match that shows that LA Knight is a main event player, and that he might definitely a future champion down the line, possibly. He already has the crowd behind him. He worked a very good match. He has the charisma. He has everything that's needed, really, if you really think about it. And the most important thing is he has the crowd too. And also, we'll talk about the segment. The segment with Grayson Waller and The Miz. It's not really a match, but Miz is turning babyface. Miz has turned babyface. We got that from last Monday, but Miz is turning babyface, and I don't know who the guy was that Miz brought on as a special guest. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna even try. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Okay. But Grayson Waller came out and Miss babyface now. He turned babyface randomly like that. Now, to me personally, his babyface turns have never been that great. I don't think they've been anything special. Being special in the past, he just to me doesn't really work as a babyface. He's a great heel. I'll see him. It's third time a charm him as a babyface. Because I only remember, I only remember him twice as a babyface, and they weren't anything good. They were not good. Fuck. They were not good at all. But yeah, that was Crown Jewel solid matches. Some endings I did not like. Okay, we got a return for Kairi Sane. But yeah, that was Crown Jewel in a nutshell. All right. That's good 40 minutes on Crown Jewel. Okay. The Roman Reigns helped elevate LA Knight to main event status. Cena helped, obviously, but Roman Reigns, him hanging with Roman Reigns really certified him there. Certified him. Now, with LA Knight, down the line, I guess, but him versus Logan Paul for the US title is something I think they got to do down the line. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see what else to talk about, guys. Ric Flair. Woo! Yeah, that guy. So Ric Flair, as you know, made his AEW debut two weeks ago as a gift to Sting, and last week he's officially signed a multi-year contract with AEW. So this ain't a one-time thing. He's sticking around. Now, this created a lot of controversy online with AEW signing Ric Flair to a multi-year deal. Why? Well, if you don't know about Ric Flair's reputation in the past, okay. And if you haven't watched Dark Side of the Ring, the Plane Ride from Hell episode, that's one of the reasons why. Okay. So Ric Flair, Dark Side of the Ring, Plane Ride from Hell. There's like a whole Wikipedia page on that. That's like, okay, Ric Flair, and there's some other stories. Ric Flair is kind of a sexual deviant. 5 marriages, 6 marriages, but that's not the problem with Ric Flair. The problem with Ric Flair is that it's come out to light. I think we knew about wild stories about Ric Flair, but to this extent, this is really insane, really predator-like, creepy-like. creepy like. Okay? So as you know, he's been known to whip out his dick in public places, whether it's at bars or when he's drunk, right? He likes to party, but he's known to like the party too much, and at times he like to whip out his dick in public. Okay? And in that Play Money from Hell, especially when the stewardess who sued WWE, whatever, what he said that the Ric Flair wanted her to touch it. Touch it, yeah. Now, this is coming to light, after, especially after this whole thing. Play Money is coming to light after AEW signed him. This is not like Hogan where he said the N-word, right? I know that's bad. Hogan saying the N-word is bad. It's really, really bad, obviously. But this is perverted. This is sickening. And I don't know what other stories he has that involve women, whipping women, and him being a sexual deviant. Okay? And I heard Shane Douglas tell a story about him. Shane Douglas is not like Ric Flair. I'll let you know that. But he's heard some. But Shane Douglas is known to be very, very fair. Even if he doesn't like someone, he'll be very honest, and he'll. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot of controversy. Like Tony Khan has been taking a lot of heat lately, a lot of heat, especially this one. You shouldn't be hiring people like this. And Ric Flair definitely, it's going everything against AW once stood for that Tony Khan said he would not do. Sounds like a WWE thing, right? How do I feel about this personally? Ric Flair and AEW. I knew about this stuff, obviously, but I kind of forgot while I was watching AEW. Then I saw people posting online about his discretions from the past. I'm like, oh yeah, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Why would AEW do this? Why would Tony Khan want to sign this guy? Right? I know he's a friend of Sting, but if you really want to gift a Sting, there's a good former tag team partner, Lex Luger. Okay, I know Sting and Ric Flair have a lot of history together. So Sting and Lex Luger. If you want a gift, bring him Lex Luger. Okay, bring him Lex Luger. Maybe that would have been a better idea than Sting. I know Lex Luger was there when Miss Elizabeth overdosed and passed away. I know he was there, but Lex Luger's a changed man now. He's a better guy. He's not that guy anymore. Okay, maybe something like that. A guy who's changed his life over somebody like Ric Flair. Because, as people say about Ric Flair's, wrestling fans say about Ric Flair, Ric Flair his life outside of wrestling is his character. He is Ric Flair in and outside of life. He's not somebody else. He cannot separate the two. Okay? He's one of those guys, one of those wrestlers that cannot separate the two. And I think a lot of older wrestlers have a problem separating their real life and their character from the past. Younger wrestlers have no problem. Younger wrestlers have no problem separating the character, the wrestling character, kayfabe. They have no problem separating kayfabe. And okay, Ric Flair is definitely playing a character on TV, and he's playing this. Ric Flair is not playing a character. Okay, he's not playing a character. He's playing himself. That all those promos back in the past, flying, styling, and riding, and partying with all that stuff. That's what he was in real life, man. Woo! Right? Maybe you got freaking Lex Luger instead. Oh, by the way, Lex Luger should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Okay? Yes, his WWE career for like a couple of years is up and down, whatever. Wasn't exactly sunny, not sunny days, but was not exactly bright, exactly positive. But if you look at his WCW career, it's Hall of Fame worthy, okay? Multiple champion, US champion, tag team champion, main event guy. Lex Luger's Hall of Fame worthy, okay? Okay? He's all the accolades to be in the Hall of Fame. I know people are gonna say he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame for the Miss Elizabeth overdose, death, and all that. He should take, he did take some responsibility in that. But he's a changed man, a better man, and I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. You gotta remember, right? People can change for the better. All right, and I think Lex Luger for Hall of Fame for next year. And I'm saying that. Okay? Yeah, right, yeah. A lot of WWE stuff today, huh? I know. Because I'm excited, man. I kind of agree with the people who are really upset, who are mad about the Ric Flair stuff. I didn't realize it until they started bringing it up online. I'm like, oh yeah, that's all true. That's true. But there's really nothing you can do. I guess there's nothing we can do. AEW is just gonna have to either then go or deal with the harsh criticism, the backlash. That's all. The thing is, with Rick, they've been hiding that stuff. Like back in the day, it's all right to do what he has done. Ripping out a stick in public. In front of women, kids, whatever. Like, it's all right back then. It's not all right now. It was not all right back then. Okay? Say that. All right? Right? Okay. Now, let's move on, guys. I don't think so, man. I think it's going to come back. One more match. Okay? I think it's going to come back. Okay. Remember, he did wrestle last year at WrestleMania when there was no strike. He'll find a way. Okay. Half an hour left? Okay. Okay, half an hour left to Raw. Okay, let's do it. AEW Dynamite is AEW. Let's talk AEW. We're getting closer to Full Gear. Right? Full Gear is going to happen November 18th. We're getting closer to Full Gear. I do like the idea. I do like. I'm glad to see Edge wrestling team up with Sting and Darby. I never thought I'd see Edge ever team up with Sting ever, even if I'm not live there. But what? But seeing Edge and Sting team up, man, that's something I pictured ever, personally. But that's gonna, and apparently they're gonna have a trios match on Collision this November 11th, which is Canada's Remembrance Day. But I think it's Memorial Day in the US. I'll be watching Collision Saturday. I'll be doing my review on Loki in the Marvels maybe Saturday or Sunday, whatever. Probably Saturday, just before. All right, it's something I had to reply to on phone from a cousin of mine. Sorry about that. What else can I talk about AEW? See, I haven't been watching Collision as much. I'll be honest. Oh, look, don't. I know there's people whining about seeing the Big Show or Paul White wrestle. You know what? I'm all for it. I'm all for seeing a Big Show. It's something special. It's not really having a Big Show wrestle teaming up with Jericho, Kenny Omega. You know, it's gonna be something very rare, or it could be. It's something special, guys. It's not, and that match is not taking place on Full Gear. It's actually going to Dynamite. But you know what? To me, I'm all excited to see the Big Show. Good guy, legendary career. Why not? I'm excited to see the Big Show. It's not like he's going to wrestle every week or he's going to be on TV every week or every month. He can't do that anymore. This is a one-time thing. Well, it's not a one-time. You'll probably see him do more stuff in the future, but not commonly. You're not going to see him. Now, a lot of time, it's going to be very rarely you're going to see him used. Okay? It's being used for different things. Okay? I'm excited to see the Big Show or Paul White team up with Jericho, Ibushi, and Omega. Man, to take on the Callis family. I'm excited for that. So don't give me this bullshit. Oh, Big Show is taking away spots from other talent. Listen. In this instance, Big Show makes sense. It makes sense for Big Show to join Jericho. Jericho and Big Show have a friendship, or Paul White have a friendship dating back to WWE, WCW. It makes sense for him to join this war that Omega and Jericho are having with the Callis family. It makes sense for Jericho to call upon one of his friends that he's known for some time to help out in battle to win this war with Callis. Okay, it's who cares about if he's taking. This is not about taking a spot from somebody. Big Show is not going to take a spot from somebody. He's not going to do this every week, every Saturday, every Wednesday, every Friday, every pay-per-view. This is going to just be a special thing where Jericho calls on his friend to help deal with the Callis family. Okay, guys, that's not. So stop writing about this, guys. Stop writing about this. Enjoy it, man. Big Show's a legend in the industry, man. A legend. Okay? Freaking legend. For the young people out there, check out his work. He has good work, man. Check out his career. Check out his career, okay? Big Show's career. Well, it's the Big Show. or the Giant. When he was the Giant WCW, check that out. He was actually pretty athletic as a Giant in his early days. All right. Now, final topic. Final topic. Will Ospreay. WWE, as it should be, very highly interested in the aerial assassin, the British superstar Will Ospreay. Very interested in sending feelers out. I mean, are you surprised? Are you surprised, guys? I'm not. I'm not surprised that that WWE is interested in Will Ospreay. Of course, any company should be interested in Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is a top talent, top free agent talent on the wrestling market. It'd be stupid not to be interested in him. And WWE should go after Will Ospreay, and they should provide whatever they can to get Ospreay under the contract and within the company. This guy, look. You can watch him on TV. You know how good he is on the mic and how good he's ringing his look. Okay, that's true. I've seen his playing matches on his AEW stuff and some of his New Japan stuff. Damn good. There's a reason why these companies should be interested in him, obviously, because of his work and everything else. Character, his work, in-ring work. He's a total package. But I saw him live. So firsthand, I saw him live face Kenny Omega and Forbidden Door 2 in Toronto, Canada. I'm like, yeah, even this guy live, he's even better than what they say on TV or on social media. I'm like, yeah, this guy's definitely the guy worth it. This guy's definitely gonna be a main event player in any company he's gonna be in. This guy is. You need to whatever company you need to get this guy under contract. On your company, I'm like, yeah, I saw firsthand what he could do. Cocky as hell as a heel. This guy is definitely worth it. Go out. Now there's going to be a bit of more. Impact thinks they have a shot. I know he said some positive things about Impact. To me, AEW is the big competition. Now, what can hold WWE back is Will Ospreay is willing to go to US and settle down there. To me, that's the big deal breaker, icebreaker. If he's willing to do that, if he's willing to move, like some wrestlers were, international wrestlers were willing to, was it go to AEW or WWE? I can see that happening. To me, I don't think he's going to go to AEW. I think he'll go to AEW, but we'll see. And with that, guys, you know what? I got nothing else to talk about. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Take care, guys.